Hello class, this is Dr. T. Welcome to Nursing 598. This is a brief tutorial to show you around the course and to review some of the course requirements. Let's get you started on the right foot for success in this course. The very first thing to note is that this course is a course that requires a B or better as your final grade. If you do not get a B, then you don't pass the course and you have to take it over again. I have set this course up for your success with great detail, many rubrics that will help you succeed, and I give you a lot of guidance and advice. So I encourage you to review the grading rubrics, to carefully listen to my advice, and to follow all the directions that I provide for you. Remember, you need a B or better to pass the course. Additionally, this is the new course management system, which I am assuming most of you are now familiar with. Note carefully that the requirements for your participation, which is 4 days a week and 2 substantive posts to others on each of those 4 days, and in addition, your response to each discussion question. Discussion questions are due on Thursdays and Saturdays as usual. So nothing has changed with those requirements for Phoenix. There are multiple opportunities for you to respond substantively. I've provided you with a number of different categories and discussion areas outside of the main discussions where you can comment. Let's go to week 1 and I'll give you an idea of what you can do there. Here we are in week 1. As you know, you have your learning activities. These are your readings from the textbook. This is the week 1 electronic reserve readings. I think I've fixed that, so let me know if you're having any problem with it. Then you have other areas that you can look at under week 1 on learning activities. This is your evidence-based tutorial. I encourage you strongly to do this one immediately because this is the tutorial that will establish your understanding of the entire proposal that you're going to be doing. If you don't do this evidence-based tutorial, the course will be a lot more difficult for you. I also encourage you to look at these links for best practices and clinical guidelines. This week, you're going to be identifying a patient-centered clinical issue of concern that you wish to address through the implementation of an evidence-based clinical practice change. If you have a clinical concern in your clinical area, and a clinical guideline has been established to support the changes for that, that is a really good thing to do because then you have the highest level of evidence, which is an established clinical guideline. So look at these links. There are many of them here. Look at them all and investigate them. So you have the tutorial and you have the links. Then you have other categories that you can address. You have, this is a message from me. I encourage you to read that. Please introduce yourself and check into the course so that I know you're here and I will be able to assign learning teams. Those are all required activities for you to look at, so please do so. These are recommended activities. You have a choice as to whether or not you go there. However, I will warn you that these links that I've put in these content areas like do you know the difference, resources for clinical practice guidelines, you should go here, Finding Gold and Why Critique Research are all there to help you understand the content of the course. If you do not visit these areas and if you choose not to respond, that is certainly your choice. However, if you don't do that, you will not be as well prepared as others who do. Then you have the regular assignments. You have week 1 participation. I just reviewed that. You'll get graded on your participation. These are your 2 discussion questions. Notice that they're graded and they are required. And this is the link you must go to this week and look at it, read it carefully, and review it. This is your first assignment. You are not submitting this assignment on a Word document to the Dropbox. You are submitting it via the discussion area. The reason you're doing that is so that I can respond to you and clarify your choice. It is much easier than waiting to the end of the week, reading your papers and sending them back. That slows you up a great deal. This will get you started on the right foot and off to a very good start. So please review this carefully. Start thinking about a clinical concern. What's the problem you're looking at? Keep in mind it must be patient-centered and it must be amenable to nursing interventions. Don't look at a problem where you would have an intervention, for example, of a medication. That's not a nursing intervention. That's a medical intervention. So review the evidence-based tutorial. Look at this article I've linked for you. Think about your clinical issue of concern. Review how you write a PECOT and then post your choice and I will respond and help you with it. That's all the areas in week 1, and every week is set up like that. So you would go to all the areas that you can, answer the 2 discussion questions, go to all these recommended places and the required places, post substantively, and you will get credit for those in participation. When you need to ask a question, please go to class messages to ask any questions. This area called private messages is the same as your individual forums. So if you want to send me a private message or if I send you one, it will go to this area called private messages. So there you go. You have all the weeks in the course. The full syllabus is here. You have all kinds of resources. Let me know if there are broken links or if there's something missing. I know you had some problem with the week 1 readings. I think I fixed it, but I won't really know unless you tell me that it's not fixed. I'm looking forward to a very successful course. I know this is a challenge for all of you, but I promise you, if you remain focused, if you follow my guidance, if you follow the grading rubrics, and you pay attention to all the links, you will get through the course, you will succeed in the course, and you will likely earn an A. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help you. It is my goal for you all